You are listening to the Boldcasters on Boldcastify on the Boldcastify Radio Network. I can ride my bike with no hand. All right. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Clay to Apocalypse.
I'm Jay at JLove132.
Mark at BCB Markpedia. How y'all doing?
Robert, slacking cracking.
Well, coming back for another episode of the Boldcasters. How's everyone doing this evening?
Not too bad. Actually, pretty decent so far.
Well, that's good. Well, let's get right into it.
Yeah, I ain't Corrine Brown, so I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just glad to see she's about to be out of office.
Yeah, that's definitely a good fact.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll start up with the unfortunate news going on in Louisiana.
Yeah, man, flooding is a horrible thing there, especially since they're below sea level most of the state, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not looking good. It's pretty drastic.
So the cereal bowl is flooded again, huh?
The cereal bowl.
That's what the state it's basically like a big old bowl of cereal. That's basically what Louisiana is.
I've never heard that before. This is Mark, by the way, just letting y'all know. This is BCB Markpedia. If you have anything you want to quarrel with him about, that is his reference.
The people are like the little grains of Lucky Charms and the caskets of the marshmallows. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's essentially what he was just describing.
No, I'm saying, like...
We do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen.
It floods. Daggum place, anytime it rains...
I'm pretty sure rain is water, not milk.
Some people do put water in their cereal.
You gotta eat government cheese. Water is milk.
I mean, I guess that's true. Fair enough.
And
Wow, but thankfully to the good citizens of the southern Louisiana area, they're quote unquote called the Cajun Navy.
yeah, they're pulling people out of cars. I saw a video on YouTube or Facebook earlier this week. This guy took like a hack's blade and just like bashed out a car window that was sinking, and pulled out this old lady, pulled out her dog too.
Wow!
I was like, daggum. I mean, the car was literally sunk.
That's unreal. Yeah.
At least there's somebody. I know they don't really have any relief yet from state officials. Has anyone even stepped in yet? About the Red Cross.
Yes, I believe actually officials are going in. I believe President Obama just
only about 20 minutes late.
Yeah, he just found out about it.
Yeah, George Bushed it most definitely.
Yeah. I believe he got word of what actually was going on after he's considered it a federal disaster area.
Yeah, I think if it rains for more than 2 days there, it should be a federal disaster.
I think it should already be known.
Yeah, it should be.
Because as Mark pointed out, it's just a ginormous cereal bowl.
Yes.
That's not even shaped in a bowl. But
no, it's not in any way, but it is a cereal bowl. But they've received 20 inches of rain in just over 2 weeks.
Yeah,
or just under 2 weeks, to be honest.
And what's crazy is they got that in just under 2 weeks, and that's the actual water intake during the Washington State rainy season. Wow,
that's a Markipedia fact.
Basically, the Eastern Washington rain. Basically,
they got that in less than 2 weeks.
But the problem is,
and obviously the drainage is not very good, and it's not about.
There you go. Exactly, the drainage is much different. Yes, this is the unfortunate part where you go to build on an area that's below sea level, and there's a lot of problems for you in New Orleans, anyways. But that's a whole different story. But it's a good thing for the Cajun Navy and the other people involved. They're going out in little John boats, motorboats, and even canoes to go grab people out. They've gotten almost 6 feet of standing water in certain areas.
6 feet. That is taller than all of us except for Mark. Or I think it's just about Mark's height.
It's pretty much almost there.
Yeah, get a couple inches.
That's what she said. Moving on.
Story of my life. Let's go.
Well, but definitely our thoughts and prayers go out to the people in Louisiana. Now let's look at some stupidity from down under. Well, not really down under, but I guess it is down under.
Below the equator.
Below our equator. The Rio Games.
You mean Zika Fest?
Yes, Zika Fest, as you've determined for the last 3 shows. Ryan
Lochte.
whatever.
He doesn't even deserve to be called.
I'll call him Ryan Jackass.
I mean, what did he do?
Ryan
Buy a hooker, lose money, and say he got robbed? Is that what happened, really?
Well, there's multiple different reports now. I mean, it's very fluid, so that's why I'm not even sure totally about reporting on it. But they initially said that they got robbed by a taxi cab or taxi driver. Or take it back. They were in the taxi cab, and 2 assailants that were dressed as cops robbed the 4 swimmers, him included.
Okay.
Basically, he had a pistol to his head and was threatened, and he had to give up his wallet. And he said he was kind of manly about it and all this good jazz. Well,
it comes out.
Maybe,
It comes out though. I guess about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago.
more pieces have been coming out as it's been going on.
That he busts down a bathroom door, and there's video footage of it.
Yes,
And that is when not even an officer, it was like a security guard drew a weapon on him. I guess their security guards are a little beefier than the ones in Duval.
Yes, which I mean, I would actually recommend the ones in Duval to probably carry a weapon.
Yes, sir.
So you're calling him fat or is he muscular? Because
I don't know. I don't really care about muscular or fat. I care about whether they're carrying or not.
So
Yes.
he was destroying a gas station bathroom?
Yes, they ripped off the door to
Wow.
get into the bathroom, and they proceeded to. I guess they wanted to urinate, but apparently one of them urinated in front of the store, supposedly.
Wow.
So Ryan Lochte went and vandalized the turd.
Yes. And supposedly one of them went in, or a couple of them went inside the store and kind of messed up the store a little bit. But that's not really confirmed, so we don't want to let go with that one. But there's multiple reports. It's very fluid at the moment. But the only thing we do know is they tore off the door and they supposedly gave cash to the owner.
Oh, wow.
But it's not really sure on exactly how much. And this transpired at 6 a.m. But
But
long story short, they wanted their passports and wanted them to stay put.
And now they are getting extradited back.
So Ryan Lochte not only lied to the press, but now he might be in deep doo-doo.
Yes. Well, 2 of them, I believe,
For
are
real.
still there.
Yeah, 2 of them are still there, and the 2 that are still there, they have basically recanted the lie.
Of course they did. They don't want
They sold him out.
They do. They don't want to disappear in the Rio.
In the Zika Fest.
Yes, in the fest.
Wow. So they try to treat it like Las Vegas, where
Pretty
What
much.
happens in Rio stays in Rio?
yeah,
Well,
no.
there's a lot of
No.
things that happen in Rio that stay in Rio, but I
But
don't think
they'll just be lost in the body parts in the water.
Or the couch.
Well, they can't
Or the
throw them in
couch,
the water.
true,
They
yeah.
can swim.
Or he
That'd be
can pull a stew. I mean, if he pulls a stew from The Hangover Part 2, that can be hidden in Vegas or in Rio. But vandalizing a bathroom?
Why would you talk about a she? Why do you know about a she-male? Why are you speaking about this on the show? Why are you bringing that here? I mean, I don't know what to say.
Rio's kind of known for it.
How do you know this?
That's strange.
That is very strange, Mark. How do you know this fact?
Research,
You
man.
do research about she-males?
No, research about Rio.
That's all disturbing. I apologize, listeners. I am very disturbed by this myself.
BCB Markopedia.
BCB_Markopedia. Look him up. Have a chat with him. He may need it. Or follow him on his Facebook, Mark Nemeth.
Really, you gonna give out my full name on the radio?
Yes, I did.
Well,
I don't know where to go from
my
there.
concert pictures.
Yeah.
One concert picture that I'm actually in the picture.
Anyways, moving on from that debacle, the U.S. State Department, in other news, they're saying that $400 million in cash payment to Iran was contingent
on receiving some prisoners back, which I was under the impression that we never did that. We never paid for prisoners.
Shoot, yeah. Reagan did that. So.
I think
Iran
it's more
Contra,
contingent on
Iran Contra.
Okay.
I think it's more contingent on who the prisoner is than anything else, and the majority of the prisoners.
Well, I'm assuming this might be a little overzealous assessment, but I'm assuming that the reason this come up is because they haven't received the prisoners yet.
Of course not.
My question is, why would you even give $400 million to Iran in the first place?
Well, they already gave them the guns, the trucks, and everything else. Why not give them a couple bucks in cash, too? I mean,
he's making a point. I mean,
and probably
thank you, George W. again.
And probably some hookers.
Yeah.
I don't want those hookers.
$400 million.
And there goes Dr. Evil. Maybe they had him deliver the cash directly to him.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they sent Mike Myers out there.
Yeah, no one cares about him.
This is America.
Yeah, Mike Myers is Canadian, not much of a loss.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of true.
He is true.
So, that's interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how that really develops. And just
what's going to develop is that there's $400 million we're never going to get back, and they might get a couple heads in a duffel bag.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it just adds to our $1 trillion debt.
With love from ISIS is what's going to be the note on the back. Thank you so much, Obama.
Or with love, Taliban. One or the other.
Same difference. Who cares? If they bought every person there an air conditioner, no one would shoot anybody in the face. It's too damn hot.
I agree. I totally agree.
I mean, when my air conditioner went out, I almost killed the neighbor just because they had air conditioning. So I understand the plight of the desert.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't live in the desert? I mean, it was only like
Thundertake right there.
It was only like 98 degrees today in the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 120% humidity.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a bucket hat. I mean, it was not cool today.
Yeah, we are in Florida, man. In the summer, you need that AC, man, which is why, the AC repairman's job is never going to be in trouble.
This is
solid take.
Well, until the sun explodes.
Huh?
Until the sun explodes.
Well, we got a little bit longer to worry about that one.
Mr. or Mrs. HVAC will never have to worry about a job if they live in Florida.
Yes.
All right.
Well, moving on to local news. A little Duval news, shall we say.
The Dirty Duval.
Dirty Duval.
Dirty Duval.
Well, this is pretty dirty, so that's about
This is as dirty as it gets. So what do we think about Corrine Brown?
I like her. She's crazy as hell. She reminds me of the homeless lady that tries to act classy. I love her.
27.
At least you know she's crooked. I mean, the other ones try to hide it.
I mean, she's as crazy as it can be with everything going on.
She has conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff. She's missing a tinfoil hat, and she can run for president.
Go Gator. That's all she does. She says it like she's like, go Gator, 27-8. She's basically a soundbite waiting to happen. That's what Corrine Brown is.
Well, I mean, you are too, so.
But I'm saying, in her case, at least I can pronounce my words properly.
Dadgum's not a proper word.
This is a valid point.
Well, it is to Bobby Bowden.
He was from Alabama, and he was from a different era.
If you grew up around red clay, if you grew up around mud and red clay, you're going to say dadgum and some words you should probably never say out loud.
Pretty much, yeah.
And, well,
yes, I agree.
But, anyways, about Miss Corrine Brown. Seems like her lawyers have kind of given up on her.
Oh, yeah, didn't she? The lawyers just dipped out on her.
Yeah.
And this is the second time, isn't it?
Third time, I believe.
Third, wow.
Facing up to at least 20 years in prison.
Yes.
In club
now,
I
don't know exactly what transpired in the first deal
it's
with
because
the
she's arguing. From what I understand, every time it's happened with the lawyers because she wants to go in direction, and when they know they're going to lose with what she's wanting to do, they just dip out. It's always differences is what it always ends up being. Because she's nuts.
Yes.
Well,
you
now
can
they're...
tell by any interview.
I love her interviews. They should, like, you know those YouTube videos where they make a song out of it?
What do you think I was just making fun of?
Well, now they're not even sure she can defend herself.
Yeah.
She can't.
You were asking...
She threw that one dude who stuck peanut butter in his pants and started eating it so he could get out and say anything. Please, that's what she's going to have to do. Otherwise, she's going away.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say to that. I don't even know what to say.
Clay, you were wondering what she did? Okay. Apparently, her and her chief of staff are accused of using an unregistered charity to raise $800,000 that they used as a personal slush fund. And amongst the 22 federal charges she's being charged with, conspiracy, mail wire fraud, and violation of, in other words, tax evasion.
I don't really agree with
Sounds
it.
about
Her wig
right.
is really bad. You think she would have bought a new one if she had a slush fund?
Yes, and not only that, but I did.
She's
read,
like 60 years old, though.
I did read.
So is that wig.
Wow, that's a fire take.
I think I saw a chin strap on it. It's pretty old.
She like a football player.
As you were saying, Jason.
As you were saying, Jason.
I did read earlier this week or late last week that she also spent $27,000 for club seats or a box for the Jaguar game.
Yes, I've read that
Bro,
too.
you are red in the face, bro.
And that was pretty awesome to me. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, then, she should get out just for the club seats.
So wait a minute. She spent
Yes.
$27,000 on club seats, yet she couldn't even spend $200 just to get a good weave.
Well,
Well, we're talking about a wig. Weave is a whole different story.
Yeah,
Wig,
that's-
weave.
that's a whole different animal. I mean,
She
that's a...
She couldn't get some woman to
Technically,
give her,
yes.
Well, I wasn't trying to go that route, but...
She couldn't get some woman to give her
Racism.
some good hair.
Wow.
Jesus.
This
You can get
show is
some
really
Mr.
gone...
Head wigs. You get a lot of stuff.
This show's really gone down the can.
Yep, it sure has.
Hey man, sometimes it's good to have a funny show though.
Yeah.
A racist show, but
This is
we'll go
pretty
with
well
that.
racist at this moment, but...
I don't
You
know
know,
about that,
more
but-
white people use weave than anyone else.
Yeah.
Horsehair.
Okay.
He's actually not lying.
Horsehair.
Surprisingly,
It's true.
it may be
Horsehair.
quote, associated with the African American community, but in reality, more white people actually wear weaves than.
How many
Yeah.
white people do you know that wear weaves?
At least 4 at my job.
I know a total of 2.
Couple myself.
Okay,
That's 6.
so that's 8. Cumulative 8.
That we know of.
I'm gonna go
Keyword
on.
there.
I'm gonna go on record right now and say I know more black people that wear weaves.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely...
Well,
I mean,
we're just going by statistics. By actual.
And weave, I mean, you're going to have ponytail attachments. There's different
Hair
forms
extensions.
of weave. Hair extensions.
Okay.
That I'm classifying that as well because you buy it at the same place.
this is definitely going to be a hashtag for the
Okay.
show now. Weave.
Weave.
Weave is definitely going to be a hashtag.
That weave.
So, well, moving on from Miss Corrine Brown.
Got
And
it.
her
Back on.
awful wig.
Yes. Jason, can you enlighten us on some new good eats?
Oh yes.
Coming to the Good Eats review coming to you.
Well, Dahlia of Dahlia Poorhouse in Riverside. She's opened up a new restaurant in Murray Hill, and it is called Magnolias.
That's a pleasant name.
I actually drove by it today on my peace ride.
Your peace ride?
I did a peace drive.
You got like peace stickers, or you smoking dope or something?
No.
I don't know what a peace ride is.
Like where you just have a quiet drive.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like when you hit a hobo or something and you're just trying to drive away.
Yeah, you
Forget
just
about
like
it.
you're like, hey, I just hit you. Sorry, it's all good.
It's quite fancy on the
Or
inside,
do you
by the
roll?
way.
Or you roll down your windows and just chill music?
You just hit the chill, the airs
Hit
go
the
through
world
you.
channel, just
Clear your head, mostly.
All
All
right.
right, that makes
just
sense.
some bongo music.
From the way when you said peace travel, you're like hitting a bomb.
That's
like
what I
going,
thought,
Going
too.
30 to nothing.
Okay. Back up. We digressed a little too much there.
As you were saying about the restaurant.
Well, the restaurant revolves around waffles, including waffle sandwiches, dessert waffles, and like corned beef hash and omelets come shaped like waffles also. They also offer beer cocktails, and they also offer a wide variety of beers, just regular on tap. I believe it's because they don't own a liquor license. So
I'll give it a year.
So from Victory Brewing Company to Intuition to some other brewery I do not even know. And but it's 160 seats. I will be partaking in plenty of these waffles. Have not yet, but
I got a question for you. Do you think it's like a high-class Waffle House where all the cooks got teeth? Or what are you thinking?
I am thinking 50-50.
50-50?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Murray Hill. It's got to be a little more high end.
It's gonna be a little bit.
It's Murray Hill. It's got to be a little more high end. It's gonna be at least 75, 25.
I grew up down the street from Murray Hill. I remember when it was low end, like meth lab on every corner.
Right.
So I'm not there mentally.
When it was broke white people.
The Murray Hill that we remember is not. It's not the same Murray Hill.
Oh, I know that now.
It's
But-
like
Classed up a
half
little
of
bit.
it's really, really nice and half of it's still the hood.
Yes. Someone threw and class that sucker up. Wow. I'm not really sure what to say about that one.
That's just the truth.
So,
All right. Moving on.
moving on to other subjects.
Google Fiber, Clay.
Yeah.
Google Fiber
Google Fiber.
and their effed up, useless lies.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we've been told these things and told these things that
Since 2002, I believe, we've been promised Google Fiber.
I didn't know it went that far back. I knew at
Yeah,
least 10.
Company.
I knew at
And,
least 10. I didn't know about 2, but I knew it was 2010.
Yes, I think so.
2010, 2002,
2012. 2012, sorry.
Sorry, I was about to say.
Yeah.
2002.
Oh,
I didn't even think Google barely even was really a thing.
Hey, they were there.
I said
Yes,
they were
a
a thing.
search
They
engine
weren't.
just then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
were
They
crummy
were barely-
searching, but they were
Yeah.
there.
But,
They were barely a thing.
But anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, they promised. They did their little test out in, was it Kansas City? Was it their test market?
Something
Yeah, I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure it was Kansas.
Yeah. Kansas City, basically, I want to say it was Topeka, actually. I think, maybe. I don't know, one of them, one of the little towns out there.
Someplace in Kansas.
They renamed their entire town to Google
Oh, wow.
for like one day. To introduce
Google
That's a
Kansas.
lot of
Yeah.
waste of money.
to introduce the fiber,
Yeah.
and it was supposed to be a rollout thing. Kansas City was going to be a hub, and then they were going to roll it out across different places across the country.
But now they are straight up pretty much bailing, and now they are saying that local like towns and cities, if they don't mind burying their own crap, their
But you
own
gotta
Google
dig
Fiber.
your own cable?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They said they were going to do all of this themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to come through with their own infrastructure. They had all the money.
AT&T's going to my neighborhood, and they already laid all the cable. Even if you're not even getting it, the cable's already there.
Yeah,
So
so
within 2 months, I can get AT&T and drop Comcast. My understanding, one of the issues they had with the Google was same thing that AT&T's had, because Comcast has contracts with certain areas.
Right.
You cannot be in that area because they have a contract. Apparently, monopoly doesn't matter in the cable industry because they have control over certain areas. So when the contract finally ends, then new business can move in. I thought that was the issue, but it looks like they don't have enough faith in this market to actually be able to pick it up.
well,
Not
not only this market, but about 9 other markets.
Wow.
They're
Yeah.
just on hold.
The
We're going to maybe
Alphabet
have to start
company-
using Ask Jeeves. I mean, I'm really upset about this.
Yes, they did get rid of Ask
You
Jeeves,
know,
and that
Ask
was
Jeeves
BS.
was even a thing.
Yes, that was BS because I used that. That got me through Spanish 1 and 2.
Ask
So how much
Jeeves.
I didn't even know it was gone.
I did not know until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So
I didn't know it was still a thing. Ask
it's not.
Jeeves.
It's not. It's gone. It's dead.
I don't think I've used Ask Jeeves
Well, I'll
since
say-
high school.
Well, I know Yahoo's still around, so I'll start using Yahoo search engine and try to get through the Yahoo answers before I get something.
Hey, at least Yahoo doesn't try to take all my personal identity and crap like Google.
Yeah,
does.
but no one wants your identity, so it's okay.
This
Yes.
is true. He's got a point.
They better not.
But to wrap this Google Fiber BS up, they are now in an attempt to try to gather everything up and try to make a crap sandwich a little bit tastier. They have recently bought a wireless company to expand their wireless service.
Oh, so they put a little paprika on it.
Are they going to give me some alphabet soup with the turkey?
I do not know.
I don't know, but that's just.
But
because the idea of what they were going to offer was going to be 30 times faster than what the current fiber was available.
Optics, yeah.
Because they said it was going to be like revolutionary. They said they were talking somewhere about, if I'm correct, somewhere like 200 to 250 MIPS.
You mean like how Justin was talking about, like Korea having 5G?
Yes.
yes, but not even close.
Yes.
But kind of.
Well, apparently they went into it, and when they actually started doing the research, they spoke up. Then they started doing the research and realizing how expensive it was.
And they realized it
And
was
I'm like, oh wow,
Alphabet looked at the bottom line.
this is not cheap, because it was reported. Well, it's going to be like a question of 800 million
to do.
So, Alphabet was going to spend $800 million. Daggone.
something around there just to get started.
Damn.
The amount they're going to have to charge for service was not going to be optimal for this market.
I could almost attest to that.
Let's just put it this way. They were going to be like The Rock and shove a size 13 boot up everybody's behind.
Those megabytes, though.
Those megabytes would have been awesome. Yeah. All right, so I guess to finish up the local news, Manifest Distilling is opening up in the same building as Intuition Aleworks, which will be open, I believe, by the 11th of August.
That's fantastic. Or 11th of August?
Or no, 11th of September.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm like, well, hell, why are we doing here?
September 11th.
Yeah.
So they're open at 9/11?
Yes.
That's kind of awkward.
That's
Well,
awkward.
we're also playing a football game on 9/11.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Well, that's
Jaguars Packers.
Yes,
Be
sir.
there. Oh, never mind, you can't be there. Unless you already have tickets.
Season opener. Yep.
Jaguars are sold out.
Sorry.
But
it's so weird to hear.
Isn't it? Sorry.
It's awesome, but weird.
But I'm highly anticipating they're going to start off with their potato vodka and move to gin, which I'm not a big gin guy, but Mark is, and
I'm not a big vodka.
or something?
And I'm not a big vodka person, so
Mark and a whole bunch of ladies.
what? Gin?
Yeah.
Gin's actually more popular amongst men than.
Hey, man, whatever you say.
Yeah, whatever. You sleep better at night, bud.
and
But
vodka's more popular among women.
Anyway.
Yes, vodka.
Say that to a Russian.
Vodka. But needless to say, they will have on the top floor. It will be open seating, and there will be a restaurant above it.
Any idea on what kind of food it's going to be?
No, not at all. They have yet to announce it.
Is the restaurant going to be like separate name, or
Yes,
is it be okay?
totally separate.
That's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
But
And it's going to be the same location as the current.
Intuition,
So they're taking over their location.
and Manifest Distilling in the same building.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna be like buddies.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Let's just put it this way. So it's almost gonna be like Sweet Pete's, except instead of candy, it's alcohol. With a distillery with a restaurant inside, with a separate restaurant side.
And a brewery.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. Instead of candy, it's alcohol.
Well, that is candy for most adults.
That is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That is very much a fact.
But
That sounds exciting.
yes,
I'm looking forward to
I'm
it.
looking forward to spending many of afternoons down there.
So,
Sounds
all right, that sounds good. That's local news, local goings. So moving on, we'll touch on sports a little bit. We don't have much in sports today,
Not much.
but I wanted to look at this is just an interesting article I found from the Associated Press. Will we ever stop breaking sports records?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's been a good year in the Olympics for America.
The wins record in baseball will never be broken.
Why?
Because we don't play enough games for a guy to get 511 wins, and back then they were all pitching complete games back in the 1890s.
I thought you just want team
Cy
wins.
Young's record will never be broken. I think Nolan Ryan's record for right now is pretty safe. And I would say for right now...
Sorry, I thought I said world records. Maybe I didn't. Okay.
You said records.
My bad.
You said world records.
A lot of baseball records will never be broken.
Okay. Well, let's try this again. World records. Do we ever stop breaking world records? And this is more Olympic based.
I would say Usain Bolt's safe for a long time for right now.
Well, it didn't take but like in our lifetime to see it broken.
Because, I mean, you didn't think Michael Johnson was going to be broken.
But the fact of how easy Usain Bolt looks trying to break those records.
No, I'm not disputing that.
It has literally been 15 years, more or less.
Right.
Maybe 17. I don't really know. But it hasn't been that long. So, yes, Usain Bolt's record will be broken.
All right. Because in some of the tests they've done, they believe that basically doing like certain tests on how the human body can basically run the architecture and everything on the 100-meter dash and how Usain's done it. They only expect that it can only be broken by, it can only be done by basically 0.1 second better.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of wiggle room.
So basically a 19.6
Yes.
on the 200, and then like a 9.6 on the 100.
Right. So generally is what I'm looking at and what they're talking about is, have we kind of hit our peak? Have humans basically hit their point?
Without enhancements, I'm pretty sure it has.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already started to.
Without PEDs, I'd say. Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've already started taking in all these extra, like cryotubes and all these freezing chambers, sitting on ice and everything to kind of chill the body, to kind of rehabilitate it. All these different things.
Yeah, but with modern science, I think it's still wide open.
Anything can happen. I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely.
If you look at the vault jump from the early 1900s to
Right.
now, it's a completely different game. It was literally just jumping over something and landing on your feet. Now you got to do 15 barrel rolls in the air.
Yes,
True.
you saw
to
that.
get a 5.
Right. Right, and no, it's definitely constantly changing.
So, I mean, like Jason's saying, I mean, it is wide open because everyone's striving to be better.
It's like pole vaulters.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
They're
high
using-
jump? Yeah.
Well, pole vaulters, they've gone from using aluminum. They used to use wood. They were using aluminum. Now they use fiberglass for the little pole vaults.
For the little extra spring, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a technique alteration in the high jump.
Right.
Years
I mean,
ago.
always constantly learning something.
Yeah,
different
with
move.
Every new technique and advantage they can find, I mean, someone's record's going to be broken.
Whether it's Usain or
Right. I mean,
or
you
Michael Phelps or
Lochte that she basically broke by like
Oh
a
yeah,
second.
she destroyed. She
Her own
shattered
record.
everything. Yeah. But
I mean,
the general thing is like, is there a point that humans will reach a peak
Yes.
in doing this?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
You think we'll just keep?
I think it's going to keep progressing. If not, then why would we have the Olympics? The whole point is every, 4
years.
Yes, every 4 years for
How
some.
are you going to outdo yourself the last 4 years? Or if you're even still in it, but what's going to be different from the previous Olympics? How are you going to show your country that you're better than this country? If you're doing the same stagnant thing, the Olympics is a waste of time. There has to be
No, I
improvement.
agree.
You have to be better. The whole point is that.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is also, and he stated it a little earlier, biomechanics of the human body, though, can only go so far.
Yeah.
And add on the fact, like, another example, gymnastics. Like, if you ever watched the gymnastics and all that,
Right.
about 30 years ago, your floor routine was basically, like, just dancing and, rhythm.
Waffling and yeah.
Now, these women are doing, like, front flips, back, like, double backflips and everything in the air off of one jump.
Yeah.
I agree. I totally concur.
So I mean, I guess to make it
Basically, wrap it up. Yeah.
To make it sound
all the way over there.
To make it sound better, I guess we'll be constantly evolving, but so will the actual sport itself.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. So, that sounds good. I guess, do we have anything else on sports? We're kind of light on it for the night.
We're light on it tonight.
Yeah, we're kind of light. If we have anything else, like the football show, just catch us back on the Boldcastify football show.
We're going to have a college football show coming soon.
Yes, that too. So look back for that. So,
Alright.
Moving on to entertainment. Well, we already had a little bit of the entertainment and tech for the Google Fiber, so he already caught up onto that. But we've got one thing of our entertainment kind of, and we're gonna let our buddy or one of the two touch onto it. But
Alright, so what we got is, I don't know if anyone's heard about this, but Gawker, he's getting shut down after nearly 14 years of operations thanks to Hulk Hogan.
Yep, pretty
he
much.
sued this man into the ground. I'm pretty sure he's going to take his underwear, too. I mean, he's killing this man. Hulkamania is running wild in this man's life.
Yes, but rightfully so, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised Hogan actually won the case. I figured he would get like a small settlement. They would destroy the tape. But they're letting him just destroy this man's life. Up and down.
Gawker?
Yeah, Gawker is probably going to end up hanging himself.
Well, it's the whole company.
Oh, whole company, I know, but it's his life's work going down the toilet from him being an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, I can't dispute it. I guess Hogan delivered the final leg drop to Gawker and put him out.
Yeah, he hit the leg drop. He body slammed on leg drop and a WrestleMania victory.
And then stole his wallet.
Yeah, as I said.
Literally stole his wallet.
Hold on. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania breaks your ass?
Well,
I'm not really sure what to say that one either, but I don't think I know what Gawker could say either.
But I really think when you go to Gawker.com next week, it should just have a picture of Hogan's face.
With the troll.
Yes.
And it just comes down with those little sunglasses.
Exactly.
And goes over and says Thug Life.
That'd be the best gift ever.
It's a shame, because I like Deadspin.
Or even the NWO.
So I guess Deadspin's gone too.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a branch off. You know.
You think so? Going to be able to spin them
someone's
off?
Going to. I mean, if it goes down, someone's going to pick up the idea.
Deadspin's funny.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of their spin-offs are.
Yeah.
So that's a shame to see. And I guess it just says, pay attention to what you say about people.
Rest in
and what
peace,
you release.
Gawker.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace.
So
we
right.
loved you. We hardly knew you.
That too. Well, I guess we'll let Neudecker keep the floor with our next segment, Netflix and Neudecker.
Yeah, so we got Netflix. I mean, it's kind of an oldie, but I've been watching Sherlock's from BBC. I don't know if anyone watched that. I watched all 3 seasons in a week.
Damn.
I loved it, man. I mean, you have Bilbo Baggins on it. If anyone likes the movie Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I love the series. I mean, it was quirky. Sometimes it got a little fruity but I mean, overall, it was a really good show. I also started watching Extreme Ghostbusters on Hulu. I don't know if anyone remembers that cartoon.
Extreme Ghostbusters.
No. I'll be honest.
It was a dark cartoon show. The 3rd episode was some white supremacist kids spray painting a synagogue. Go home. This was literally on a children's show. I'm sitting there watching the episode, and you see a rabbi crying. He has the hair, the hat, the beard. They're kicking over.
When was this out?
This was like the late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
That explains
It was
a
a
lot.
messed up show. You had this random guy in a wheelchair. It was like some gothic girl, this really bad Spanish dude. I mean, the show's terrible.
Who did this show?
I think it was from the original creators. The only original character was Egon, the redheaded chick, and Slimer came back.
Of course, Slimer.
But like they had a Reject Hellraiser episode. They had a Killer Clowns from Outer Space episode. I mean, the writing's horrible. But I watch almost every episode just because I don't really have a life. But the only other thing I've been watching is the anime Bleach. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I've watched it before.
So I just watch really terrible TV.
It seemed like it.
But I mean, if you want to watch a really dark cartoon that shouldn't be dark, check out Extreme Ghostbusters. You can see the horrible writing.
We'll be sure to look back into that. So that's
Netflix with Neudecker.
There you go. And now let's step on over to
Mark's music review. How y'all doing? Alright. As many of y'all know that listened to the show last week, I told y'all I was going to Orlando. Well, I went to Orlando to the House of Blues, went and saw a band called Motion City Soundtrack. It's their farewell tour. Going into that, we had a couple of opening acts. Roswell Kid, who I had heard of when I used to work at the UNF Spinnaker. They used to send their stuff there. It's actually pretty good stuff. And they were actually pretty good live. And then a great big pile of leaves, kind of like indie math rock, kind of.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty good stuff. I had never heard of them before that, and they made me a fan. And then, finally, the reason I went for Motion City Soundtrack's So Long Farewell Tour. Amazing performance. It was worth my drive to Orlando and my $70 worth of Uber and my $35 ticket. And oddly enough, it was the last show of their actual tour. They have a couple of festival dates and overseas obligations. But other than that, this was the last show of the tour. I even got in the big picture that they did at the end. It was awesome. Well, other than that, we've got our weekly Song of the Week. Our Song of the Week comes from a collaboration called Banks and Steels. It's called Giant. Now, if you don't know who Banks and Steels are, you would recognize who the people actually are. Steels is a reference to the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, and Banks, of course, is Paul Banks from Interpol. It's pretty interesting. It actually reminded me of another combination that happened a couple of years ago where James Mercer and Danger Mouse from Gnarls Barkley did a collaboration called Broken Bells. It's actually pretty interesting. It sounded almost like you made rap for a video game soundtrack a little bit. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounded pretty much. I listened a little bit of the video is really horrible, but it's an interesting sound. It's kind of like, to me, it kind of reminds like the Beatles hits rap kind of has that vibe.
Interesting.
And if you need to know how I heard of the song, it's one of the songs for the NXT Brooklyn ads.
Which you can, I guess, listen to maybe on the upcoming...
On the WWE Network.
On the WWE Network for $9.99.
All right.
So...
let's get some money from Vince for that.
Yeah. So moving on from Mark's segment.
From Mark's Music Review.
Mark's Music Review to...
News of the Weird.
News of the Weird.
Right back to the studio.
So this is an interesting one. There's a random 911 call. A guy said he got stabbed by his neighbor. We're trying to break up a fight. Cops get there. This dude's eating someone's face in his driveway. I mean, I don't know why he was eating this dude's face. And they also found his wife dead in the garage. They assume his wife. They're not really sure of the relationship. They tried to use a stun gun on him. No effect. Why this dude was not shot in the back of the head is beyond me.
Was he on bath salts?
No, there was no drugs.
Meth?
I think it has to do with
PCP?
color.
What color was he?
He was a nice pale white.
All right, just checking.
Was he on PCP or meth?
No, he was on, I want to eat this dude's face after I killed this woman and stuck her in my garage.
As I said, are you sure he wasn't on bath salts, meth, or PCP?
No, there's no drugs in the system from what the report says.
Wow.
Maybe he's just trying to pull a modern-day Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, but he didn't have severed penises in a sack.
I don't know.
Well,
There you go.
We'll go with a lower class Hannibal Lecter.
Never
Okay.
knew I'd have a severed penis reference on my show.
or
He
It's
said
different.
Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what the man was known for.
or
Yeah,
extreme
yeah,
version
no.
of Ed Gein. But
Well, I know Jeffrey Dahmer was up for eating human parts.
Yes, he was.
well, yes, but he also
Not-
tended to like young boys.
Well, he said he was eating a man's face. I'm not sure how old
Yeah,
the man
but he
was.
also said he killed a woman though too, which
Well,
would have
he-
been against type for Dahmer.
Well, he didn't eat the woman. He was saving her.
Yeah, he was saving her for a chicken dinner.
But I mean, it's very, very strange, and we should not be laughing at this.
No.
Get the China,
I
Chinese-
should. I'm not a normal person. I'll accept it. I live by the phrase, it ain't kin to me. I'm going to find some things funny. I don't know why.
And this
Wow.
time I actually agree
That's
with
a hot-
Neudecker.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, that's a solid take right
I
there.
mean,
So what happens if it's your old lady? You come home tonight, and your old lady is getting her face eaten off in the driveway.
I'm going to kick the dude's head in. Take his wallet, put the money in my pocket, then call the police.
Well, at least he's honest about that part.
Yeah, at least he's honest.
And no, he said take the money.
Yeah, now if my neighbor, I see that person getting their face ate off, I'm going to quietly go in my house and call the police and not get stabbed. 'Cause ain't kin to me.
What if it was one of us at the table?
Fire takes.
It really depends on how drunk I am, but most likely,
It ain't
Ain't
kin
kin
to
to
me. Damn. That is
Well,
fire.
that's
Well, Rob, I'm proud of you. I taught you well.
exactly.
I taught you well.
That's just fact. I don't know why a neighbor would. Would you, if you saw someone's face cut off, are you going to try to save them?
I know, I would not.
I'm running in the
Why are you
house.
dead? Why would you do that? You see someone's face getting like, you know what? Zombie apocalypse. I'm done. I'm not even going to call
I'm
work.
running in the house. I'm running in the house, boarding up and grabbing my gun.
I'm running to the house, loading that shotgun, and going out blasting.
See, why would you waste bullets? They're
Yeah.
not eating you. I'd be in my house, locking the doors.
What
up
if
when
he
they come
comes
my
to
door.
eat me?
Yeah, I don't want to take any chances.
Then he's going to try to come and eat
But
me.
if you sound a gun and there's more, they're going to come to the house.
Yeah,
and
you're
go
just
inside.
bringing that sound to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just out of pure habit, I would just take the shotgun.
You just take a habit of shoot random fuckers
Yeah.
in the street.
I mean, in this world, people are hungry. He might have just been going without a meal. We do not know this man's story.
That's very true.
Still, though, eating somebody's face.
It's a rough time. The economy's.
times are tough. Economy's
I
still
understand
crap.
the economy's bad, but still,
I mean-
eating
I mean-
somebody's face.
It's pretty bad, Mark. I mean, you're looking at going to the Air Force, so I mean, it's.
Wow. God dang.
What?
Bring my business on the air.
What? I'm just saying. It's where the economy's at now.
America.
Yeah, I mean, you did fill out 800 job applications, and so yeah.
So, I mean, best of
Yeah.
luck.
I mean, it is kind of true.
Why do you think I wanted to have a word
But,
with-
anyways, I guess
I think we're done for the week.
I think we're done for the week, and I guess that's the news of the weird. So there's that. That was extremely weird.
Yeah, so you get someone's face getting eaten off, walk away. It's not worth getting stabbed over.
No, it's not.
Or getting your own face eaten off.
That too. It's definitely not worth it.
Board
You
yourself
see
up
a
in the
rabid
house
dog,
with a
you
gun
try
ready.
to do something with it? No, you get the hell out of there.
You run.
These are quotes from Neudecker. Just take them heeding. Take them to heart. I recommend it. But, all right, this is wrapping up the Boldcastify. The Boldcasters on Boldcastify. And here with Robert, Mark, and Jason. Wrapping up tonight. I'm Clay. Come back to us next time.
Well,
This is Boldcastify.
come check it out on Boldcastify, Facebook, Twitter, any
Instagram.
social media network.
And now
you can
coming to
think
you, YouTube and SoundCloud.
of. Yep.
Boom.